income, and so on. And I call them social business. That's the story that took turn. One is the microcredit part, and another is the social business part. And I created a lot of those social businesses. Then something happened when we are trying to get all the young people from Grameen families. We have 8.5 million families in Grameen, all poor families. We gave them all the encouragement to go to school because their parents are absolutely literate, all of them. We said illiteracy stops with their parents' generation. Second generation coming out in the Grameen families must be literate. We did everything possible to make sure it happens, and it happened. We sent them to school. We gave them scholarships. We gave them all kinds of encouragement, and then started giving education loans so that they can go to the higher education. As they start coming back from schools with higher education, they get very frustrated. Where's my job? There's no job in Bangladesh. Very difficult for a poor young man or a young woman to find a job. In the beginning, I have no answer to that question, where is my job? Then I turned the question into another question. The moment say, we don't have jobs, what do we do? And I said, who said you have to have a job? Did your school tell you that you have to have a job? Did your teacher tell you? Did your textbook tell you that you have to have a job? How did this idea of job got into your head? They get very puzzled. Aren't you supposed to have a job? I said, you are young people of this generation. You're lucky young people. Job is an old-fashioned idea. People who didn't know anything, they thought about the jobs. The real human beings don't run after jobs because it's an artificial thing. Job is an artificial thing. Real human being is a go-getter. Real human being is an entrepreneur. It's in the DNA, it's in the blood. But somehow theory pushed them into wrong direction, seek jobs. I said, you change your mind. Tell yourself again and again, every time you get a chance, I'm not a job seeker, I'm a job creator. And be a job creator. Think like a job creator. Behave like a job creator. As a job seeker, you become small. You are at the mercy of somebody else. As a job giver, you are at the top. Why should you have a job? To start your life as a creative human being, full of energy, full of capacity, start at the very bottom. Nobody gives you a job at the top. It give you at the bottom, no matter what it is. So all this energy, all this creative power is squeezed into tiny little thing to find a little job. Do the routine things. That's not the destiny of a young man, young woman. Young man and young woman should start at the top and use all the creative capacity and change the world. They get very puzzled. I don't have a job, he's making joke with me. So I said, it's not a problem. Look at your mother. 20 years back, 25 years back, even 30 years back, she took a loan from Grameen Bank, $30, $25. She was shaking like this. Couldn't believe that anybody could trust her with such an enormous amount of money. That's her life. She dared to take this money in her hand and start a business, raising chicken, raising vegetables, sewing clothes, whatever. That's what the 8.5 million women do in Grameen Bank and all the microcredit elsewhere. I said, what good is your education if you're not braver than your illiterate mother? She did it. Along the way you were born, she sent you to school, and you have all this education, and she's been doing it all the time in front of your eyes. You never noticed it. And you're going around to find job somebody to give you to do some minor thing. Is it befitting to you? So that is working. So what we did, we created a social business fund in Bangladesh. Tell every young person in Grameen families, come up with a business idea, anything. Even if you don't have an idea, look at your mother, what she's doing. Take that idea, build it into 10 times, 50 times bigger. Because you have education, you have connections which your mother never had. She never left her village in her life. You have seen the world. And once you have the business idea, bring it to us. We become investor and partner with you, every one of you. So now the young people are coming, business proposals after business proposals. We call them new entrepreneurs. They build their own community, help each other. So again, why unemployment? Because it's our thought, not because of our ability. We are able people. An unemployed young person, think about an unemployed young person. Is something wrong with him? Is something wrong with her? No. He's a very creative person, dedicated, energetic person. Who makes him or her unutilized? The system that we build, our thinking process has made them. An unnoticed chain has bound him around and say, you are trashed, you are no good. Why am I not good? You have never tried me. I have no room for you. Who are you to provide room for me? I create my room. I create my own space in this planet. But we don't do that. We tell somehow we have to have a job. So the natural choice for every young person, every human being, would be to an entrepreneur. If somehow I'm not getting an opportunity for becoming an entrepreneur, for a while I can work for somebody, for a while. Because ultimately that's what I should be my own, and create the world for my own way. So my story is about this, about microcredit, which is not about just lending money. It's unleashing the capacity that every human being has. And the system denied them that right. Like banking system is close to more than half the population of the entire world. It works only for the rich. If you notice, most of the institutions that we build are designed to work for the rich. And then we blame the poor for being poor. I said poor are poor not because of anything wrong with them. You simply denied them the doors to open. I give the example of bonsai, little tree. I tell that, look at the bonsai. You take the best seed in the world, put it in a flower pot, and give all your love to it, let it grow. It grows only this big. And you ask the question, is something wrong with the seed? No, nothing wrong with the seed. Then why is it so tiny? Because we didn't give them the space to grow. There is no base on which to grow. I said, poor people are bonsai people. There's nothing wrong with their seed. Simply, we didn't create a society to give them the base on which to grow. And then we blame them for being so tiny, so poor. So natural human being has no reason to be poor person. Natural human being has no reason to be an unemployed person. We made it happen for them. That's my complaint. I bring it to you. As a new, powerful young people, you'll create a world where the word poor will not be necessary. And I keep saying that poverty should be in the museum, not in human society. In the museum to show our stupidity, how we punished human beings for no fault of their own. And you'll create a society where there will be no unemployment. The word unemployment will not be understood. People will not understand, what does it mean, unemployed? Why should anybody be unemployed? The first thing to do is to make the word unemployment unemployed. And that's the beginning. Thank you very much.